I know.
Probably none.
I know. Well, we'll just hang out and talk. We don't need anybody else.
I know you guys missed us. Come on.
Oh, let's go.
Dude, it is asymmetrical.
It's Thursday night
5-1.
in the United States.
Let's go.
And let us know if you are stopping through, if you can hear us and see us. This is my guy Seth right here.
We back.
And he was not here for last Friday's afternoon live stream.
No.
And we were both just like, you know what? Let's do an evening stream.
We were bored.
And we're doing it.
I was bored. He was bored. Lot to discuss. I've been gone for a while.
So much. You've missed.
Head's been in the sand, not in the market.
You missed
so
much.
much.
You have missed so much. It's crazy how much you've missed. Is chat working?
Yeah, let us know if you're in here. You can hear us okay as always.
T, what's up? Trevante.
Let's go.
Welcome.
How's it going, y'all? Not bad, man.
It's good. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We can talk anything. We can talk GameStop, Mullen, NIO, AMC, Janet Yellen. We can talk about the Federal Reserve.
And everything. We can talk about how your day is going.
Welcome, if you Frank. Want. Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, we're here to just hang out. It's all about the vibe.
Market's not important all the time.
I mean, the market is it's just there. You know, it's there. It's crushing a lot of people.
Frank, let's go
right now.
I feel like I want to say a long time no see to everybody. It feels like it's been forever. It's just been one Friday,
and it is. It's intense doing the stream alone. Sometimes
it
is if you get things going, you're just trying to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Keep up with content.
Yeah. Where do you see this month?
Good question, Frank. I think that's a good one. I think the backdrop of the market is the single biggest factor and remains the single biggest factor as it has kind of in 2022 anyway. I do think that, and I said this before, I thought May might be kind of our turning point for NIO stock. And I still think that could be the case. But it just depends if the market is going to absolutely tank or if we're going to continue to have this controlled market crash is what I've called it. And I think that's kind of an accurate.
I think that's accurate. Yeah, fair enough.
It's kind of like inflation. I mean, if you've been spending money in any store here in the U.S. in the last few years, you know it's bad. You know it's out of control.
My goodness.
But then they feel like they have to come tell us what we should be able to kind of figure out for ourselves. I mean,
right.
Seth, when was it you were telling us about the price of a bag of chips? There's no
it had to be about
metric.
Like a month. Go into any gas station, guys.
Yeah.
Go look at bags of chips in the gas station. Buy yourself one.
Inflation is
large
real.
or small.
It's
ridiculous.
Really yeah. But no, as far as NIO, I think we are heading in the right direction, but I'm not trying to get really bullish or overexcited. And we're probably going to end up talking about some of the maybe unrealistic expectations that are being put out there.
Yeah. This month has just been kind of like meh. It's like the word I would choose for it. Just not. I mean, the start of the month sure was like good. And then we've just been kind of.
It's consolidation is what it feels like.
That's how I would describe it. Yeah, meh.
But because
sure.
That's an MEH for anybody
MEH, like not a lot.
The thing about that is I believe when we look at the market being so weak and suspect, and NIO has kind of maintained itself in that $20 range, I feel like, it's hard to not feel good about that. You know, I think that if the market starts to push, if we get that sort of political pump that I do expect sometime between now and the end of the year, then we can absolutely see NIO move. But I think it's going to start moving on its own regardless eventually. I just don't know. I think the backdrop of the market overall does affect everything. And we'll either keep it from moving faster or, like you said, maybe we'll have more of this sort of consolidation period.
Yeah, speaking of political pump.
Okay. What do we got?
Today, I don't know. Just thought today would have been a bit more movement, more volume, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of.
What happened today? Was there a political thing that I missed? What
happened?
I probably
just a couple things. The CPI and everything came out, and
that was yesterday.
That was yesterday, I guess.
Yeah.
And the official inflation numbers came out. The official inflation percentage.
Yeah, the numbers they like to tell us and tell us what we're supposed to think and follow.
Yeah. As if like you just saw it now and we're like, oh man, that's high.
But you already told the people who have come in here months ago, you were like, hey, chips and the prices for chips are out of control. And,
I said
it. That was our indicator right there for inflation. So
you should have known it was coming.
Anybody paying attention would have known.
Yeah.
It's not like Jerome Powell over here talking about 2% inflation. Stop it.
I'm surprised we held up as well as we did, to be honest, after the numbers that we got. I thought.
Well, and again,
I thought different, I guess.
I think some folks are still waiting to see if it'll sell off, tomorrow, Friday.
Big money's not moving.
Trevante, what's up? 15 to 18,000 deliveries in July. I think the 18,000, we got to address it now. I think the 18,000, it was put out there. And Alfonso, somebody tell Alfonso to please respond to my reply on Twitter.
Add him.
Because the dude has not responded. And I was just like, hey, if you're going to put an 18,000 number out there and tweet it and infer that you are predicting this, just say if you're predicting it. I don't mind if you're predicting it, but say own it. Just own it. And if you're not, then own that. It's all good,
Yeah,
we're good.
I think 18,000 is
well, you saw what he did, right?
Awesome.
Here's what he did. He said
I just don't think
30 days in the month and 600 a day.
Right. Yeah.
But
sure.
What he didn't do is he didn't say,
that's
this
the most
was the
basic
11th.
upfront. Like,
so they were already 10 days into the month. So even if on the 11th they started the 600, they still couldn't get to those numbers. And so I'm like, all right, let's not put the unrealistic expectations out there.
If you don't know, we finished that last month. It was 12,990 something, just shy of
almost
shy of 13K, right?
Look, I think you're right. I think 15 is doable. I hope we see 15.
I mean, that would be 15 would be, fantastic, obviously, but
that 18
is like, I don't know. That would be super out of the blue and a little bit unexpected, and something would have had to happen that we wouldn't have, I feel like, known about for that to become true.
The numbers, the number and the calculation he tried to use.
Yeah, I'm a bull. Don't get me wrong.
And here's the other.
I would hate to get anyone hopes up of an 18K number.
We're still not even halfway into the month, and we don't know if things are going to get shut down.
Yeah, I was going to say COVID's still. The vid is still trying to make it's making a little comeback. Like every time we try and get rid of it and everything goes back to, whatever for X amount of time, it's there always.
It is. It's lingering.
You get a random spike in numbers. Other places are more strict, obviously, than others as far as policy and things go with as many people as you have in China and, different rules about it and stuff. You can't predict how, it's going to react, but I would say to have an 18K, a full month of, 100% of cars made or whatever.
Well, they had said in the third quarter, which we're in now, that they were going to go to double production capacity.
Yeah.
But even if that 600 number represents that, the report was July 11th.
And we're only 14 days into
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's presuming every day they're going to max out.
We got like two more whole months and some. So
Alfonso, just tell me.
I do love quarter three, and
we'll walk back off of that. It's all good either way, but I don't want.
It can't be a prediction.
I don't want our NIO.
It just has to be a reposting of news.
Yeah, we got to get. Let's put some real talk out there.
But a lot of people, I feel like, can take that out of context.
Yeah,
that don't follow the markets a lot, and maybe just follow people, and they like to stay updated, or whatever. And someone that had read that and doesn't stay updated with their regular deliveries and such could take that the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, and what we don't want is the numbers come out and it's like 15,000 would be great. That's a new record.
That would,
and then if people are going,
the record out of the water. I mean,
that's not what we want.
First month back.
Baby steps to greatness.
Yeah. I don't even know how much we beat the original record by for June or for
we did
May.
all right. We did all right.
I don't know what it was before that.
It was good. We hadn't done,
but
I don't think we did.
Everyone kind of expected it. No, which was good.
I think some people were scared. That's part of what's gone on, fear, which of course stands for false evidence appearing real. That's what I like to say. A lot of people buy into that. That's a big narrative these days, which, by the way, we were talking about this earlier about like news flow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because this is a great example of why I prefer to do my own research. Is we were just talking about this the other day. You were doing some research on, what was it?
Mullen?
Was it Mullen? Yeah, Mullen and that Dell Patent company.
Yeah.
So tell the story. What, because you
Well,
kind of
we're talking
passively
about just
it.
like fake news. Is that what we're talking?
I think that's
a little bit.
I think we're going there.
Not even fake news, just maybe like, I don't know, what's the word? Like ahead of its time news. Maybe give it a second.
Well, again, it's sort of like.
Anyways, yeah. So I follow the company Mullen Automotive, obviously, as some of you may know. And there was a news article that came out where Mullen allegedly had agreed to a deal with a partner of Amazon about their cargo, their delivery EV vans, essentially their first couple models. And then I was talking to Aaron about it, and I was like, oh, this could be good for like a video, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, okay, check your sources. So I go and I even looked on Yahoo Finance, which not to say it's not credible. I'm just saying a lot of people, a lot of companies do use that as sources, and a lot of people repost a lot of their news articles. And it's usually a place I find to be generally pretty good with their stuff. And then, a day later, I go and I find out that it was just alleged. It wasn't a for sure deal. No one said yes or no to a 100% shook hand agreement. It was like talks of an agreement, essentially. So, which could be a misconception, because even the day that, if you saw the stock price of Mullen, the day that the news article came out that they had agreed, I think the stock price went up from $1 maybe 10 something to over $1.20 just on that day, from maybe speculation of that news, some other things. But just goes to show, can't always just believe right off the bat what you see.
Yeah, and again, it's the source. What's the source?
Well, yeah, and Mullen Automotive, I hadn't got obviously I didn't get the document straight off of Mullen's website, which is something that they would usually post or disclose with their users if that's 100% a fact. So, yeah.
What's up, Richard? I see you. He says Mullen CEO shady, in my opinion. I've heard that from others too.
David Mishry.
Yeah,
I haven't background checked him, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe I should,
thoughts, Richard.
But
what observations you've had, or
I have seen. I feel like they like to. He likes to say and get ahead of himself a little bit.
Does he? I haven't looked.
Well, this isn't the first time that people have been like, oh, this they agreed with this, and then the other it hasn't been 100% agreed to. It was just in terms. I feel like this is not the first time. I think there's a couple months ago, there's another agreement where I was watching him on Twitter, and it was just. I think it ended up falling through, but I think that some of the information I found was shady. And I don't know, maybe he likes to get ahead of himself a little bit. Maybe not.
All right. Looks like Richard's saying the CEO has no expertise on EVs, and I think he's taken down companies before. Maybe a potential red flag. Might have to check on that one.
Yeah, I might have
I'll
to.
be curious what you find out.
Yeah.
Smoking. Howard, what's up?
Let's go. What's up, man? How are we doing?
And Shlomo.
Hello, random stream.
What's up,
for
Shlomo,
you guys Thursday. We will still be live tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. By the way, this isn't like a replacement. Tomorrow's our usual one. We just
the 2 p.m. the last hour of the trade.
I've been gone for a couple weeks, guys. I thought you wanted to see me. Maybe not.
Everybody wants to see Seth. Who
Maybe
doesn't?
not.
Actually, question. This is a tech question while we're live. Why not? I was watching part of the stream the other day that I did with Caddy, and I didn't see the chat popping up. Is there a way we can set that so that it pops up if somebody's watching it after the fact, the live chat or this chat, if they're watching it after it's done? Do you know what I'm saying?
So we've ended the stream and you've posted it as a live video.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, there's no way to. Okay.
Well, you can tell by the views that you get after, obviously, how many people have seen it, but I don't know if you can tell in the comments.
I just wondered if somebody's watching it and they didn't see it live, if they can follow the chat as it goes.
Oh, yeah. They can read the chat based on where they skip to in the video, because it'll be a replay of everything, and they should be able to see it.
All right.
Should come up in the YouTube comments. I've rewatched our streams, not the entire thing
through,
but
why not?
Yeah,
why not the whole?
You guys know.
Daniel, what's up?
Slow mo, what's up? Let's go.
Smoking.
We got past there. What's up, man? Richard, Caddy likes LNMD now.
Oh, it's in mode, right? In mode, INMD, I think.
In mode.
And yeah, I'm actually, you know what? I've been trying to get Caddy to do a breakdown of BlackBerry.
Yeah.
And he said he put it on the watch list. He said he's going to do it.
Dude,
I know it's not sexy to him because it's small dollars, but I do think that it's a legit cybersecurity play of the future.
Yeah.
And so, and let's not forget, its past stock price was pretty decent, 140-ish, I think. I don't know what its high was, but that was back in the day when they were doing phones. I think a lot of people still think that's sort of the space they're in.
BlackBerry smartphones coming back? Question mark. Thumbnail clickbait post.
Daniel, what's up? And yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Richard. I can't wait to get Caddy's take on. I know he'll look at it, and that's one of the things I enjoy about Caddy. He's so high level,
he blows
we also
me out of the
sometimes
water,
have
guys.
a differing view.
Yeah,
and I really like
what you're
that.
saying.
I really did a lot of value in the way that other people think when it's different than mine, which I'm a different dude, so a lot of people think different than me.
Yeah.
Shlomo says, yeah, NIO is holding really well. We were talking about that the other day.
I think we missed Daniel.
$20.
I don't know. Did we miss Daniel?
No, I said Daniel. I said, what's up, Daniel? Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Daniel. I think I missed you. I was looking at my computer or something.
Yeah.
NIO holding 20 really well.
Yeah. Is it?
Almost annoyingly.
And with the backdrop of the weakness market wide, get that hat straightened out. And with and
it bothers me, dude. Bothers me.
And what else? With low volume, I'm really curious when we're gonna see it start moving.
Our monthly low right now is like 1887. A little bit below that.
She's looking. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
I know.
You know, it's been a rough road.
I know.
But man, I'm excited.
I know. Picked up some more.
Apple lost John Ives. You know, fun fact about Apple. I was thinking about this. Depending on how much Warren Buffett owns, that actually might be a relatively safe play. I mean, compared to even the other sort of favorites, because if you've got a big investor like Warren, he's not selling.
No,
he's long term. He's not going anywhere.
Not selling a lot.
That's one sort of less volatile thing to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as like my way. It's not conventional. But I'm thinking
15%.
Yeah, if he's going deep in it, and kind of like he's going with Oxy,
right?
Occidental. Yeah, and Tesla with
Occidental. Tell me.
Yeah, Buffett's been buying that oil company or gas. Yeah, you've been buying it.
You heard it first, guys.
Caddy's been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he saw Warren kept buying and he's like, all right, I got to dig in here and see what he's seeing that I'm not. Warren's biggest position, Apple. That's what I thought, Richard. And that's my thought is if we've got this backdrop of this weak market that you don't trust, then it seems like a relatively safe spot if you want a safe spot.
Right.
But again, it's, each investor.
I don't know if now's the time to be super safe. Yeah, there's a lot of buying to do, guys. There's a lot of buying to do.
Oh, man. Never financial advice, by the way.
No.
We should throw that out.
Never.
Get that out there.
Sign's not up.
Shlomo.
Heard numbers being thrown around for deliveries this month, something like 15 to 18K.
Yes, we were talking about that. I'm hoping for 15. I will be really happy with 15. The 18, I think, and we were talking about it earlier, even the numbers that Alfonso tried to put out there, and sorry,
it's actually crazy the amount of people that have been saying this. I didn't really think anyone in the chat would be saying it.
That's the problem and that's why I was like, man, I actually did a video, but I didn't upload it because I was like, I don't want to be negative.
Yeah.
But I don't want this dude
to break it down one more time.
Out there.
Essentially why the number 18K keeps coming up.
So what Alfonso, who has electric vehicles on Twitter.
It was more than just him. Let's put out there. It was not just this man, Alfonso.
Well, I asked him to respond and give some clarity and he hasn't. And so I would appreciate it if he would, because he put out this article and I don't know if you know this.
He does have a big following though.
I don't know if you know this part, but wait for it. So he put an article out talking about it and sort of inferring that 18,000 is the number for July. And that's based off of a report that Bank of America did, a research report saying that, hey, and this was July 11th, they did the report and they said that, NIO is now able to do 600 vehicles a day. Okay, remember that was July 11th, first off.
Yeah.
But then what happened is one of the people in the comments on his Twitter post said, hey, you know, putting out stuff like this is I hope you're right. I hope you don't get people's expectations up and then it doesn't come in. And then
That's
his response
exactly
to that
what is
was, because he
happening.
responded to it and he said, oh, I'm going by what Bank of America stuff said. And I was just like,
why
whoa,
would
whoa,
you
whoa,
even
whoa,
repost
whoa,
that?
hold on, because even if they're doing 600 a day, if this report came out the 11th, you've already missed 10 days at least.
They would
of
have
the
to
month.
have a
So they
above
actually
perfect,
can't do that.
an
if
above
that's
perfect month.
exactly.
Yeah, like,
and that's if they can produce them all and get them all delivered.
even if they would have started before the month. I mean,
and that's my thing. I don't mind
that's saying,
like, if it's a prediction, just say it's a prediction. But I think I think we got to call it what it is. It's clickbait.
I don't think you should be reposting news articles like that if you know in your mind and your conscious that that's not possible, considering you have a decently large following.
And Richard, with the other point right there, are they doing 30 days a month?
No.
I don't expect them to do 30 days a month. And we're not halfway through the month. We don't know if there are going to be shutdowns. So to go, oh yeah, 18,000 this month is like, whoa, pump the brakes, guys. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I want to be wrong on this.
I can't tell you the exact amount of days they're doing, but I would doubt that it's just every single day.
Somebody broke down the days that they thought they were going to be doing. Actually,
I saw that on
Twitter. Yeah,
I did too.
Because we
love Twitter,
and that's
guys.
the thing. We've got some great people on there, and again, like I just want, because I asked Alfonso to clarify, and there's been crickets, silence. He just hasn't responded because I just said, hey, is this a prediction? Just say one or the other. That's all. Because I don't want people expecting a number that's not realistic, and I don't think 18,000 is realistic. Marcel actually did a video talking about this and why
Marcel did.
He was
pretty
actually
quick, day of. I
think
believe he got out there.
Yeah, I think with 15,000, I'm even more bullish maybe than Marcel is, and so consider that. I was going to say,
I guess. What did I guess? I guess like 13,000.
So I'm hoping for 15,000 if the full month is in operation and NIO is basically ramping and working into the double shift mode, which is consistent with what they told us they would be doing. Also, they had said the ET7 would be a slow ramp up, but they're going faster. So let's see, maybe they surprise. I hope so.
Just read a tweet. NIO, 18,000 cars at an average price of $60K, and we were at 1.08 billion plus. Now imagine when NIO Park is fully operated in just a few months.
Now, see, maybe that's an August product. You know what I'm saying? But people are just
he's just now saying 18K. It's like, wow,
yeah, people are getting ahead on this now, and that's what I'm nervous about. I don't want people to get their hopes up and be unrealistic because they missed some.
Don't get me wrong. 18K would be fantastic.
Yeah, let's go, NIO.
I'm not absolutely saying that should, I would be mad about that. I'm just, I would be surprised by that. Yes.
Yeah. Ted's got a question for you in the chat. I'm going to let you field that one.
What is the next investor Seth video asking for a friend? Just kidding. Asking for myself. LOL. It's coming, dude. I've been busy a little bit with some family stuff. And then I really just wasn't in the time that I was gone, I wasn't even really in the market, to be honest. I wasn't checking news or Twitter, what NIO was doing that day. So then I took a couple days to kind of get back in and look at a lot of the news and see what was happening, just so we could do this live stream actually. And so, I mean, I want to say before Sunday, Monday, I should have one up.
That's what the people want.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I was MIA. But I'm back, and I'm here tomorrow again. And then we'll get some content, and we'll get rolling. We'll get back on the ball.
We'll get you back in the groove. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, guys.
We got you.
Not going anywhere, Ted. Thank you for caring, though, Ted.
Ted's
always got my back. He's always got our back. I appreciate it, Ted. TCAT, I got NIO for $2 and didn't sell for 66, and we'll hold until 500 and more 2026.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
You got diamond hands, my man. Diamond hands.
Let's go.
Need some more TCAT. Let's go. Asian Fish hopping in the chat. The manipulation is unreal. For real.
True story.
15. Is that the deliveries prediction there?
So
we're going 15.5. Let's go.
And Asian Fish agrees that 18,000 is unrealistic.
Am I the only one that's thinking below 15? Am I bearish for that, dude?
I think you're in Marcel's
Am I against NIO stock for that?
I hope that we get 15.
I hope. But I think a hope and a prediction are just a little different. I mean, obviously, I hope. I don't know. 18K is unreal. I think 18K would be fantastically awesome.
I'm hoping that's like an August number.
But again,
that would be all right.
I don't know. Yeah, August, September.
September they'll be rolling out NIO Park.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
So that's when
50K September. Let's go. Smoking's back. Smoke that.
Smoking. We see.
Wait for the real correction. Waiting. I've been waiting. We've been waiting for way too long.
We're ready.
Way too long. Richard, a lot of people believe we need the VIX to spike to a 40, so retail will fully capitulate and we will hit the bottom. VIX has been bouncing between 25 and 30 for quite some time. Usually need some actual event. We do need, what do we call that? Violence? Is that what we call it?
Well, I was calling for some violence early in the year because I didn't want this slow bleed out that we've had where I call it the controlled market crash, which is where they just let it down level by level instead of just let it go. And then
don't let us down
and
easy.
Start recovering. But it's kind of like the inflation and the rates, and they're going to just slowly, painfully make this process.
I would like to say
everything's
hidden so well, but it's really not hidden so well. I think people are just don't want to
easily
see what's right in front of them.
Easily distracted, I think, is what a lot of it. I think you're right, Richard. I think we'll see something like that. I'm really curious. And my guy, Bam Investor, has compiled more data than anyone I've seen. And he had been talking about, he's been calling for what we've been seeing. And it's unfortunately unfolding much slower, I think, because of things being propped up. And so I don't know if, things being controlled and sort of manipulated at the level that they are. I don't know if that means they'll put that off. I don't know if that means we'll get a political pump and then maybe we get that. Maybe we get that before. It just makes sense that we'll have a political pump sometime before the end of the year because it's ugly and it's pretty obvious how unhappy a lot of Americans are. And I think it's across the board. I don't even know that it's,
one place or another.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. It's crazy. But you're right. I'm watching for that too on the VIX. Are they doing 30 days a month? I'm not for sure on the 30 days for July.
That would be kind of strange to me. They got to have
they didn't have holidays this month.
But they got to have one day. I mean,
they might
closed.
I just don't know. And again,
someone could tell us if they're running 7 days
to actually produce and to get them out.
But that's expecting max capacity.
So I would rather be a little conservative.
It's like being a maximum.
And Richard's in that boat with you and Marcel.
Yeah.
12 to 14K.
I mean, I was definitely hoping, obviously,
most likely
better than May. Obviously, hopefully better than 13. But I was thinking somewhere in the 14s. They're high 13.
We get a new record, I'm going to be happy.
As long as we're showing increase,
Exactly.
I don't think you can be mad at small progress, if any progress right now. So
T-Cat says, hold NIO.
Hold NIO till you die and you will get rich. Richard, all I know from the time Tesla has opened Berlin and Austin, it has taken over 4 months to get it to about 1 to 2K per week. I would expect NIO Park to have an equally slow ramp up to get it right.
Yeah, I know they said they were going to slowly ramp up with the ET5 and the ES7. I think they said, and this is a while back, maybe this changes. I think they said by end of year, they're hoping to be doing 10,000 ET5s out of there. So if they're starting in September and by end of year, they're hoping to do 10,000 of them, then that sounds like not a slow ramp up, but I think we've got to be patient. I want to be patient and err on that side. Last year, I was wanting to see 10,000 plus numbers 6 months in a row, and it didn't happen. We're still waiting on that. So let's get that to finish this year out, and that sets up for a big 2023, I think.
For sure.
That's my thought.
Yeah. Agreed. Jacob, let's
looking
go.
for a Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie's a favorite. A lot of people miss Cutie Pie. Hopefully she'll stop
somewhere around.
If not, she'll probably be here tomorrow.
Ted, nothing but love for my NIO brothers. Let's go, Ted.
You know it. Great community. I love the NIO community.
T-Cat, NIO Training, watching your video for a long time. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you. I'm just having fun and still learning so much. there's just always more to learn.
The crazy journey that is the content creation after federal prison. Let's just say.
Yeah, from no internet to trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing on here. But it's fun. Oh, and hey, by the way, don't forget to subscribe.
Guys,
because
down here in the corners, both of our YouTubes, guys, we greatly appreciate if you just go ahead and leave a quick little subscribe, maybe turn on the notifications, like the videos, view them, whatever, leave your comments, thoughts, good or bad.
Yeah.
The
impromptu live streams
it doesn't
can
take
come
that
up
long.
at any time.
It really doesn't.
So you really want to subscribe.
You can
you never know.
You never know.
We did that with Caddy.
Might save your life.
Best YouTuber out there for financial stuff. He's the best.
Yeah. And his is Money Vesting, by the way.
Money
Vesting. Can't look up Caddy. Well, maybe you can. I don't know, and find him. But at Money Vesting on YouTube, guys, he's the man.
There's the mountain, and he's on top of it. Yeah. That's how that goes.
Whoa.
What just happened there? That was wild.
Here we go. Speaking of Caddy, Richard said, Caddy did say in off-election years, August and September had the most volatility.
Yeah, he did. That's right. He did that. I love how he goes so deep on everything. It's awesome.
Weird that it's quarter 3.
Wait, who else did we miss?
Wait, no. Whoa.
Patience.
I'm sorry, guys. We got Sean. We're at Sean. Sorry. 14.5. Much love, guys. I like the prediction. That's right there.
And yeah, that's a new record. We'll take it. Okay. I'll be happy with it.
Let's go, Sean.
I will be
much love. We appreciate the love, man. Thanks for the view.
Yeah.
Smoking's back. Patience.
Yes.
Patience as in Dr. Patience.
Actually, there's two of us right here, technically. Yes, but patience as in we'll keep waiting.
As in time.
And buying when we can.
We're always saying that. Time is key. But that's super easy to say.
Yeah.
Ted, wouldn't 18K deliveries translate to good news, which translate doom for our stock?
You're right. Good news usually takes it down, doesn't it?
Yeah. We do move different.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not a bad thing. Wouldn't say it's a bad thing. Moving differently.
I think
moving
one day in the future that'll change. I just don't know what day that happens.
We got Richard. Okay, so this is where I
now
to. Caddy did say in off election years, August and September had the most volatility. Yeah. Quarter 3 should be interesting.
Yeah.
Again,
it's for me. It's kind of like, what's NIO going to do? How are we going to hold up with the backdrop of the trashy U.S. stock market? That's what I'm wondering.
And some good news with the quarter 3. We just need to get into it.
Yeah.
Get going.
Yeah.
Get it going. Jeff.
It's Jeff.
I was actually worried about it. I was worried about it. Jeff wasn't in here. It was weird. Let's go. iPad, what's up?
What's up?
Welcome. Let's go. Richard, it is freaking difficult to produce EVs.
Yeah, I think it's incredible.
It is proven so.
Yeah, it's incredible. And we're even seeing as different, like the conventional automakers are trying to pivot, and I see them having a lot of issues. But that's one of the reasons I think Sandy Monroe said
it's a lot more tech
over in China, he's
to be put into it.
They're going to crush it when they come over here.
It's funny I say that there's a lot more tech to put into NEVs or EVs, and you look at China and their tech, and it's like, well, it makes sense that they're being good at it because EVs require a lot of technology, especially nowadays, to compete. So.
Well, and it's like, my saying, it's focus. They focused on what their goal was
longer
for years,
than
and they're
other
putting everything
economies.
In place.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Jeff, no selling on the market. Everyone is holding. I'm holding.
Yeah.
I think most of us are. I hope
it's even the low
if you're
volume,
selling,
we
let
haven't
us know.
Seen NIO getting pushed
we never
around
get
much. So
opinions.
that's sort of like that consolidation. It's
boring.
Until we
some people like boring, maybe. I don't know. Richard, how does the strong dollar impact NIO, if at all?
Good question. And it's funny because I think it will translate. For example, we've got second quarter earnings coming up. I think August 10th is the date. Now this is going to be interesting because they have gotten some ET7s out in that second quarter. Not a lot of them, but enough that we might see a little bit of an uptick, even though they didn't have as many vehicles delivered as in quarter 1. But I don't know what that dollar, value might do, if that's going to hurt or not. especially because the vehicles aren't sold here in the U.S. So
Yeah.
I know that in one of the last, and I don't remember if it was first quarter or fourth, Mr. EQ talked about and referenced specifically that the price of the dollar did have an effect. So I think it's a valid point to be aware of heading into that call.
Yeah.
But really, I think if you figure the time frame, and this is kind of the way I'm looking at it, I'm really curious. This second quarter earnings is probably going to be the last legit chance for the NIO numbers to not be really strong, because we're going to see a big uptick number from then on, from third quarter on, with NIO Park being online and
everything goes to plan. Yeah.
June was the first month of the third quarter.
That's
right.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I
No.
don't think so. Am
Yes.
I wrong?
No, you're right. No,
I don't know.
July.
July. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. July. I said it, and I'm
July
like,
7, not
because
6.
June we got the 4,000 ET7s, which helps
July,
the second
July,
quarter,
July,
which will be
July,
reported
July,
in
July.
August. And
I was like,
I'm
wait,
so
6,
easily
7,
confused.
8,
And
9,
so-
counting on my fingers here.
That's why I was like, I'm trying to think of
July.
because the third quarter we're in,
Yep.
but those
We're
second
in.
quarter numbers are going to be reported, and we'll hear about that. But the third
Exciting.
quarter uptick in deliveries is going to be big.
Yeah,
I
feel like
think.
the middle of this month has just been so like.
And so this is
I
maybe
wanna
the
say
last
boring,
chance
but
for
kind of boring.
that to continue, that
Yes.
low sort of $20 price range. Knock
Yeah.
on wood, provided we could get going.
Right.
Um,
We need a little kick.
don't listen to me. I don't even know what quarter we're in or reporting or talking about. Clearly no advice.
Baudilio, not sure if I pronounced it
What's
right. What's
up?
up, man? Any news about the delisting issues?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard about this.
Um,
Gensler yesterday was
Didn't hear anything specific, but I did see, like, obviously I heard a little bit of talk about it, but I didn't read into it.
Gensler was being Mr. Grumpy Pants yesterday. Gary Gensler for the SEC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're supposed to be regulators, but instead he's given his opinion about how he feels about delisting. And it's funny because I looked it up because I was like, wait, is this recent news? And I looked it up, and I think there were 3 different dates and timestamps where he had said kind of the same thing. So I was like, oh, so he's just always grumpy and kind of negative about this.
Yeah.
All right, this is a nothing burger, and we'll just keep it moving. So that's the way I took it.
There you go. Nothing burger.
Yeah, that's that's what I thought after I saw that, because I mean,
Well, I saw something about the
yeah, what'd you see? Talk to me.
the auditor. I saw someone post an article about auditing in China, saying it wasn't like, it was like not going to happen or delayed, maybe.
Yeah.
Forget what the exact article title was. And I kind of clicked into it for a second, but I didn't like deep dive into it. But I think it said something about being delayed or not going to happen, like along the lines of that.
I think it came off of the Gensler speak.
Probably.
Because again, I had to look. I'm like, wait, is this even new? And it's just the same thing he said a few times. So, and here's the other thing. Here's what's funny is people are watching the manipulation with AMC and GameStop. And by the way, that's supposed to be their job, the SEC, to like regulate that
to
stuff,
stop the games, maybe
that goes on regularly in this market,
and it's so
the naked
oblivious.
short selling
It's
that
crazy.
goes on. And then you've got I don't know if you heard about this in the XRP filing. Did I share it with you? The XRP filing with the SEC and them. The judge called out the SEC
hypocritical or
hypocrisy is the word they use to define
Hypocrisy.
the SEC's behavior. And I was like, huh, that's just crazy.
That is crazy.
So do you want to believe any of that stuff? I don't. I want to see what's actually going to happen. Fun fact, short term, I think it actually helps NIO price if they move, but I don't want them to move because long term is what I'm in for.
Yeah.
Long term, I think being listed on all the markets is better. So
Yeah.
the different global
Volume,
markets. So
money.
more exposure. The cars will be here
Agreed.
in a year or two,
'Cause-
hopefully.
Well, you want to hope that it doesn't stay like this forever. That's the plan. iPad. Do you only have NIO in your portfolio?
NIO is my favorite. It's my go-to, my long-term play.
Talk a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we don't, but we're open to talking a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I do other stuff as well.
Yeah.
But kind of my goal has been I want to get to a certain point with NIO, and it's 2,000 shares is my long-term
Right.
goal. And that's kind of what I'm looking to build towards, even with my other swings or trades or whatever. There are other stocks that I like and some other stuff that I'm in. But
If you're
NIO is kind of my main focus.
If you're an AMC 8, let us know. We talk about AMC, maybe a little GameStop. There's some news going on. Come on, BlackBerry.
Yeah, I study and research a lot more than I actually let on. But,
right.
But I just feel like there's so much more that I need to be learning and studying that most of my time I try to stay in that mode. And so I don't talk about more stuff unless we're live and doing something like this.
Yeah, and
something
questions come up about other stocks. So, we're not afraid to answer them or look into them.
Yeah.
By any means. TCAT, YouTube, yes. Follow the YouTube.
From before. We're so far behind.
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry. We're behind. Subscribe to the YouTube, yes. Andrew Hubbard, hey guys, UK here. Let's go, Andrew. What's up, man? Jeff, NIO is busy producing. I'm going to send them pizza. Am I like it? No pineapple on the pizza. That's all I got to say, dude. Richard, shouldn't Caddy be carrying a golf bag?
Yeah, he should have someone to carry his clubs
He's
for
too
him.
busy. Yeah, he's too busy. Like putting 3 to 4 videos out a day.
Dude, he's a beast.
That's what he's busy.
He stays in
Shutdown will remove NIO to 27. We'll move, not remove. I don't know how I got that. We'll move NIO to 27. A shutdown in Chinese economy.
Shutdown in China.
We'll move NIO to 27. I don't know if it'll move it.
27. Oh, he's talking about we need a negative catalyst to get the stock price going up. Because whenever good stuff happens, it goes down.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I think.
What do you think about the Ford Match E? Is that a new model of car that they're making?
The Mach-E is Ford,
the Mach-E?
Yep, that's the Mach-E. Haven't you seen one? Or
I guarantee
your buddy was telling you how much he loves it?
Oh, the Mustangs.
Yeah.
And he was saying it's not a Mustang. Dude, I think they're good looking. I like them.
They're pretty clean.
I do think they're good looking. We washed a couple at them.
Wasn't there a recall, though?
All black ones. I think there was.
Maybe a bunch of them. I don't know. I haven't followed their numbers as much.
I think they're sleek. And I've always liked Mustangs, but it's not even technically a Mustang. So I don't want to get all political with anyone in here about that. But I think they're good looking.
I'm really curious what Polestar is going to do.
Yeah.
That's the partnership Volvo and Geely, and they absolutely can do some things. They're going to deliver some vehicles this year, and they've got a position in Singapore. I think that's a low-key market that they want to get into and do well with. And that's one of the reasons I was happy that NIO got the listing there, so they can get a little exposure company-wise, at least until they get the vehicles over there. So let's go to Singapore. Fun fact, and I don't know if we have a lot of folks overseas, but we normally do the afternoon stream, which here in the US, that means it's middle of the night for folks in Asia. And so unless they're staying up late to watch us, sometimes that happens. We thought maybe this would be cool because hopefully it gives some of them some
people a chance to be up. So let us know where you're from.
Yes.
For sure. We usually do the afternoon. So
yeah.
We'll see.
And we will be here tomorrow. Afternoon. We're running it back. It's back to back.
I will double check and make sure I got that morning shift, but the dude said he would. So we're verbally in stone.
We've got
right now. We have a verbal agreement.
It's about as strong as the Twitter Elon agreement. I feel like. Hermes, what's up?
Hermes, what's up? NIO trending.
Thank you,
Hermes.
Shishi.
Let's go. You guys are awesome. No, you're awesome. Richard, is Kyrie going to my Lakers?
Oh man, Kyrie.
NBA talk.
He knows I like basketball.
Okay, let's go.
Basketball.
Has there been talks? I haven't, dude. NBA, not been keeping up with it.
I mean, if we go back in time to when Kyrie and LeBron were on the Cavs together, I think they would have beaten the Warriors that series, except that LeBron wanted it to be his team because when Kyrie was taking the lead, they were winning. And so I don't know. Is that an ego play? Is that an issue? Is LeBron going to be?
Dude, yeah. There's just no way. There's no way they're beating that team.
I think that matters. But I don't know that. I think it's gonna be a fun year though. I feel like there's a lot of talent coming up. Yeah.
The draft already happened. I didn't even really watch that, to be honest. Ever since I stopped sports betting, man. I got out of the game. I had to. The money had to go to like NIO and stuff. So yeah, I got out of the game and I haven't been paying attention.
Richard, you're absolutely right. Agreement on the delisting and that news is it was the vice chairman for the CSRC who in April said that by June we'd have something. I had kind of thought, the problem is that we've got sort of with all the shutdowns, I think that really slowed things short term in China, including that. But as we see them opening up, I think that's a big positive. I just don't know when we hear. I'm hoping it's soon. But I don't have a reason to think it won't happen. There's over $1 trillion worth in companies and business, basically, from the companies that would be leaving. And that's a lot of money. So each side can posture all they want. That's a lot of money on the table.
It's a lot of money.
It's a couple dollars.
Just a few.
Yeah.
Victor, hello from Albany, Georgia. Go Dogs. Okay. That's where my mom's from, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'll be in Georgia end of this month.
At first I thought Albany, New York, but no, you're right.
Hanging out. I didn't even know there was a Georgia.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And Richard,
Braves,
I
man.
saw your comment. Yeah, that's good on I think you're right. Really good points on that. The regulation in China. And I think that's what throws people, because nobody knows, especially in the US, people don't know what to think. I watch the same headlines and the spin that you get when it's on the Chinese side talking about things going on in China versus the US side. And I just kind of go, wow, I just shake my head. It's wild. Seeing how the presentation is done.
Yeah. Swag's back. NIO will be delisted. Tesla has the same book.
Says they won't be.
Says it will not be.
Yeah, it's ultimately the SEC and the CSRC and the PCAOB, all the initials, they all need to just come together and work it out,
Figure it out.
I'll volunteer to be there if they need. Figure it out.
It's the judge.
Figure it out.
Make sure they're getting along.
I'll help them out.
Make sure they're actually figuring it out, not weaseling around it.
I'm a friendly guy. We'll get them at the table and get it going.
Richard, I've been doing AMC and the popcorn is top.
Let's go with the popcorn. AMC's doing that popcorn business. Let's go. Yeah, I want to see what the earnings announcement is too for
when's that?
August 4th, I think it is.
Okay.
Adam Aaron is kind of talking about, he's giving a little teaser that something's going to happen, go down. Yeah, so it should be fun.
We'll see. The English window cleaner.
What's
Cali?
That's outstanding.
Let's go. What a name. Heck yeah, man. What's up?
That is.
Hermes is back. Used to be NIO Edition posting content. Got the page taken down. Sucks.
New Edition?
Are you talking about on Twitter or something? You made an account, maybe?
I don't know.
Used to be the NIO Edition posting content. Got the page taken down. They better not be taking down the NIO pages.
Yeah, that's not
small enough.
That's not cool.
All the help we can get.
Richard
says yes. I love NIO. Let's go. I think Ford has the battery and debt issues. Biden loves Ford and GM unions.
That's one of the reasons really that I would like to see. I think it's a win-win if Ford and NIO end up partnering and Ford helps them with something here. I just think that really helps kind of pave the way for NIO to come in country, and obviously it would be good. And the CEO has spoken. Jim Farley's talked about. It's Jim Farley, right? I think has talked about NIO and Tesla kind of being the top notch companies, and so I think it would be an interesting partnership. Yeah, Richard, I knew you were into Polestar. I knew you were paying attention to them. I remember seeing you comment about them before.
So Polestar sold about 22K in the first 6 months. I'm from overseas in California.
Yeah, I think. What did they say? Did they initially they went away from their year-end prediction of, was it 500,000 vehicles for the year? Am I wrong on that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they went back and said, yeah, we are going to get there after all. So I remember I was kind of like, oh, wow. All right. Polestar. Let's see it. Virginia, car guys in Virginia. Let's go. Expecting a gap up.
US.
Let's call
gap up and runner tomorrow.
Let's go. Should we haven't pinned one yet. Is that the one we need to pin? Calling the shot?
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Let's go, car guy. We are hoping you are right.
I figured it. A gap up and a runner
especially
tomorrow.
on a Friday option.
On a Friday?
That'd be fun. Ooh, that'd be good. A little intrigue for our stream tomorrow.
Heck yeah. Hermes, I think the US will eventually adapt and start to like NIO. Hopefully chaos erupts sooner before 2024 deadline for delisting, and we'll all make agreements. We can all agree NIO is a huge blue chip in the making. Yes.
Yeah, I think the brand ultimately, and then that's kind of the way that I looked at it. I didn't look at it so much as, oh, this is a Chinese based, and look, understand, I have no problem with people who do look at it that way. I know some people won't invest because they say, oh, it's
From
China, Chinese, or it's based in China, whatever. Look, it's an investor's money. They got to decide what
It's
works for
not
them.
financial advice.
Never. But that's kind of why I like them. I think it's a global brand, and they have the German kind of manufacturing aspect to the vehicles that makes them so sleek and so nice.
Yeah.
They have, of course, the presence in the U.S., which I still don't know how many people really know about that. It's kind of low key, but that's the company. Again, that's why I like them. I want to be early.
Yeah, I think being closed-minded to just investing in U.S.-based companies is a bit not foolish, but a bit silly. Just because if you look at a lot of people that are very wealthy, or just people who are successful in the markets, I think they have a lot of money where you don't see overseas invested in different places, especially when markets are like this, when other places maybe are doing a little bit better economically. You got to work with what you got. So
Well,
I don't know. I'd say just be open-minded.
Your generation is the next generation.
Yeah.
And what are y'all on more than anything else?
Social media.
And what specifically is the one?
TikTok?
No,
Is that what we're getting at here?
Chinese based. And
yeah,
that's
TikTok
the thing.
is crazy.
Whether people
owned by a Chinese
like or
company.
dislike, that thing is crushing it.
Yep.
And that is the generation that's coming
And
up. So in 10 years,
every single social media app has implemented some sort of TikTok based, I guess, viewing ever since TikTok has came out, with the short little 30-minute clip videos like Vine. There's a Vine before this. Everyone knew Vine blew up and then it died. TikTok is the next Vine. And then you see all the social media companies that have made it from Vine to here now have both implemented short videos. You have YouTube shorts, you have Instagram stories, you have Instagram reels now where you just make 30-second videos like that. I mean, every single social media app you could possibly think of that you've been on has probably implemented the same type of media advertising as TikTok.
So in 10 years, when
your
generation is seeing NIO vehicles here in the US,
yeah,
I don't think they're going to think twice about it.
No,
I just think it's a different era that we're seeing shift right in front of us if we're paying attention. And I think TikTok is sort of the preface to that.
Compare them if you want. Maybe you say, oh, it's just an app compared to a car, but the basis is the same. The first mover, the flashy, the attractiveness of the idea, it's all there.
And it's sort of, it allows for a shift of views and perspective, and that,
sure,
again, coming back to the US and going, wow, it's really divided out here. This is crazy and wacky. Like, it's a lot different than it was just 10 years ago here in the US. So imagine in another 10 years. And that's all I'm trying to think is like, all right, I see
long term
this TikTok is crushing it here. Your generation is the upcoming generation. I don't see that they're going to be tripping on Chinese made products or companies from there.
No.
So we're just talking about the future. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
You never know what the stream's going to bring with us.
No, you never know. Are we at Car Guy right here?
I don't know. Where are we?
I think we are at Car Guy.
Yeah.
We've had 4 down days in the market. Complete overreaction of fear, 1%. Rake height when they have said it's just going to be a 0.75%. I mean,
I think I like your prediction, Car Guy.
Yeah.
2268 tomorrow. Let's go. I'm ready to see it.
Oh, there we go. I didn't
read
the second part. Okay, I
think
we Philly got tomorrow at 2268. We'll be here live for it if we do. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
We got to smoke and sing it to us, I think.
Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Well, Bob Marley in the chat. Let's go. Jamaica's a beautiful place.
Was it 50,000, Richard?
65 to 50K.
Where did I see 500? Maybe that was by 2020.
What?
I don't know. For Polestar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm tripping.
Hermes said, I had 5K followers on Instagram, around 1K on Twitter. It was for impersonating. I talked to NIO Norge, haven't heard of him, and said I just need to have some credits in the bio, which I had. It is what it is.
Dang, that's crazy.
Did you get banned? Did you get your account deleted or something?
Yeah, you're saying it before.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Tux and Aztec here. Steven Nelson, Chinese June EV sales up 125%.
Yeah.
Over last year, June.
They are.
Nice legacy sales collapsing.
It's the beginning of the end. 2035, but I think it's going to be faster before China goes to all NEVs.
It's very nice to see in such a large uptick in sale of EVs.
Yeah,
even after everything hasn't really been full capacity and stuff for this whole year as well, and there hasn't been a lot of I guess as much business around the world globally going on as far as production and sales and demand, supply, things like that.
Yeah.
The English window cleaner.
I love that
Cali.
name.
I got
awesome.
to read it every time. Not going to lie, refinance my home now of 3750 shares. Ooh. I'm all in with NIO. Let's go. So I haven't diversified. I'm a true believer.
Ooh, going hard.
I mean, I would say if you believe, man, I wouldn't say you need to diversify. I would just say I personally believe in diversifying the portfolio a little bit.
I hope you crush it.
A little bit.
You know,
I mean, but you know what? You're believing in the same thing as me, so let's go. Best of luck. Richard's back. Really enjoyed it. Be well, and thank you guys. Thank you, Richard.
Thanks,
man.
Have
a good one, man. Appreciate it. Hermes gave you a subset. Thank you, Hermes.
Yes.
Been watching NIO trending for a while and really enjoy the content. More videos are coming, so I'm sure you looked at it and said 2 weeks ago, what is this guy doing? Doesn't post at all, loser, etc. But
never. People would never say that.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be back. I promise. Steven Nelson, while I bought NIO high in December, I've been buying the dips since. I bought at a good high of NIO the first time I bought. Don't worry about it. And for the long haul here, also Tesla, NIO, NIU, Xiaopeng, CATL, EV guy.
Yeah, and in the Chinese space.
I think that's smart. I like the EV sector. I'm very bullish on the EV sector, if you could not tell that already.
Well, CATL is a monster.
Yeah.
They're the battery company.
Yep. Pick your poison. Ted back. Why all the hate on China? Haven't these people been to Walmart lately? LOL.
There's so many different, again, I get it. Like I watched Tom Nash with this video the other day where he talked about something about the people who think that China is the future. And I watched the video and it was an interesting take. But I think remember the Oxford professor? I asked you, I was like, hey, I responded to him. Did he put my comments on Twitter or whatever? Remember when I asked you about that? He was talking about Ray Dalio. I think what happens is Ray Dalio's principles and what he talked about with the potential shift of global power from US to maybe China. I didn't think that he was saying, oh, this is happening. I think he was more just sort of, this is what he's seeing. And depending on what happens next, this is what we might want to look based on what happened in the past. But I think that people take that a little bit out of context and they think he's saying, oh, China is it and the US is over and it's done for, but I think, the difference, the way I look at it is kind of simple. I see China is the emerging market. The US is the mature market. And I'm looking around going, all right, US, are we going to fall apart? We're going to get it together. Like, I want us to get it together.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But then again.
And they would, because they're emerging, it's kind of like the value play. Do you want to pay more of a premium and a higher price, or do you want to pay for something? Yeah, there's more risk, but there's a lot more potential upside.
Scared money don't make money.
Ooh-wee.
Doesn't mean spend all your money, guys. It's not what I'm saying.
It's never advice anyway. So,
no.
I mean, I didn't even know what quarter we're in. Don't worry about it.
We got done with Ted's.
It's June, July.
We're in July.
Is it July now?
Yeah, about halfway through. We're getting there. It's going by fast, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Ted A, correct. Chat is agreeing. Let's go, chat. Hermes, they have China because government and communism and NIO being supported so much by their government. At the end of the day, NIO is going to crush it no matter what. I think a lot of it is political. Yeah,
definitely political.
I don't think you're wrong by saying that at all.
Yeah, I do think if China emerges and can really go kind of, compete with the US on all levels, then that is where I think NIO really crushes it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of an X factor that I'm not, I don't need them to do that.
Yeah.
But if they do, boy, we might go from home run to grand slam. I'm just saying.
Political or not, I mean, you can always still look at a country based in where they're located and see how they're doing, because their price isn't always going to reflect a direct relation to how they're going politically. I would say it's more just how they're doing based on where they're at. I mean, if they're going to crush it in China and they have this gigantic space of buyers and a first mover advantage, no matter what political status they are, as political as you want to be, if they're crushing it there business wise, from a business standpoint, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's where people kind of get emotional and maybe miss out on opportunity, is when they're making investments based on how they feel emotionally, based on things that maybe that's not all you should be looking at,
Yeah. Well, it's always curious because you make a good point. Like, I wonder how many people are like,
miss opportunities.
NIO's not going to come to the US and dominate all the premium sales. They don't have to.
Not saying it's bad to invest in American companies just because I like investing in Chinese companies. I'm saying I see opportunity there and I see opportunity here. So I'm going to invest in both, no matter how I feel politically about, where I'm investing. Like, obviously it has an effect to it to an extent, but at the end of the day, it's what I believe in, how the company's doing and the direction that they're heading over.
Less emotion, more business.
That's mentality. What I'm saying. Yeah. Like,
the
I'm
business
not
lens is kind of my focus. Yeah.
Right.
I agree. And we're both kind of long-term vision. And so that also is,
and that does affect it for sure. But I think, I think that's important to see, I guess.
What else we got?
Crush no matter what. Hate. That's true. If people say that, ignore it, follow the passion. Let's go, Hermes. Inspirational words, I should say. Jeff's back. Solid point, guys. Love the outlook. Has plenty of support and surprises.
Yeah,
there's a lot of time on the board. A lot of time on the board. A lot of people want to be short-minded and look at how we are right now.
We barely started the first quarter.
Yeah.
I'm talking of the basketball game. I'm not still confused.
First quarter out of complete and total despair, it seems like. My goodness. China is the future. I think there is future in China for sure. Elon even said it. Oh, well then, shoot.
Mr. Overhype said it. You know what's happening.
He's hyping it.
Because he doesn't overhype anything, ever.
Tom Trash.
Oh, no, not Tom. No.
Jeff comes in with the Tom Trash.
He's coming in hot.
Jeff does not care. Yes, NIO San Fran. Ted, any update on this bogus Audi lawsuit? I honestly, since the day it was released, have not seen and or read and or heard a single thing about it.
I have something that might be an update, but not directly related.
Of course you do.
If what I saw is looking like it's right, it looks like the ET7, which is not one of the disputed model names in Germany, is going to be releasing in Germany very soon. And
yeah.
I think that is when it's going to be kind of like, check.
Yeah.
From NIO.
Yeah. And with these lawsuit things, I feel like it takes like a long time.
I don't know what the German court time frame and any of that.
That's what I'm saying. Based on things here with lawsuits and stuff, like it could take a very long time to get anything substantial on it. But maybe it doesn't.
It's the two models, and they're not the sedans. So what if NIO just decides to only not the sell them over?
That's what I'm saying. What if they just don't want it? What if they just want to take the larger? I mean, you would think they're going to take them over. So eventually they solve the problem. But if they really wanted to, they could just keep them away. I mean, they could just go over there with the ETs and kill it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I think they'll want to. I think it's a power play to have them there. I think you almost have to.
And I think it's almost more
eventually
a nod that Audi sees the power that's coming. That NIO's legit. But
I feel like it might take a little while just to get like good substantial news on that whole lawsuit thing. And I also don't think it was a really big deal. to be honest.
I'm just gonna be curious what Marcel shares about it once
he'll be probably one of the first ones because he's in Germany and China and everywhere else at the same time.
He's everywhere.
He's on the ground.
Another high level, very high level.
Please don't take this wrong. The USA has more people in prison than any other country.
I learned and lived firsthand and what I call it, because that's what it is. It's the warehousing of people.
The warehousing of people.
The prison system in the United States is massive.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of money in it. And it's not money that taxpayers are seeing. No. In fact, they're paying for it.
I was going to say, it's what they're paying.
And that's one of the things that, again, I saw, and I was just kind of like.
But even with all the tax money in the world, it's still extremely underfunded and understaffed and too many people and
when you have
too many problems. That's what I'm saying. You have so many people in there. There's so many people that can keep track.
Yeah. Fun fact, not so fun, but it is a fact. There's a federal crime that's called misprision of a felony, and you can do 37 months. That's over 3 years in federal prison. If someone else commits a federal crime and you don't snitch on them and turn them in, how about that one? Someone else's crime, you do the time. Boy.
Someone else's crime, you do the time.
Boy. And
what if does that really eventually come down to like conspiracy and like helping?
Yeah, but
stuff,
this is like if they because generally
like helping technically.
Generally, if there's a DRUG crime and they don't really have a evidence, they'll charge you with conspiracy. That was the charge for me, because then they just need a couple of witnesses who want to deal on the prison
time. Want
they
someone
give them
to
a deal
blame,
and they say whatever.
Sure.
On the white collar side, it's generally fraud or conspiracy to commit fraud, because that's just misrepresentation. And again, they can just get a couple people to testify who don't want to do their own prison time. And then they say whatever they're supposed to. But misprision of a felony is actually taking it to the nth degree, because then it's like, hey, by the way, somebody else committed a federal crime, you're going to go to prison. What? And what if you didn't even know that they were committing the crime? How messed up is that? That's so foul.
There's a couple words I would call that, but I can't say them all.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we went off on the prison. See, smoking, you got me going on that.
I bet you all just learned something new. I bet most of you did.
Scary.
Look at that. We teach you guys things.
It's educational.
We do. Jeff, there are so many jobs in the EU with NIO. Speaking of NIO, EU, Marcel just released a video today. NIO House in Berlin.
Yeah, which is consistent with them.
Question mark.
For that.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Is that... I didn't watch the whole thing. I definitely clicked it and gave it a like. So if you're in here watching, I definitely liked it. But
I haven't watched it yet. But I saw that he put it out.
And that was today. So a little Germany, little NIO House, just moving in.
Well, and again,
like a homecoming gift, maybe.
For the
homecoming gift, maybe. Yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Little house.
And you know what, Jeff? Great point. Here's another point. I don't know how many people are thinking about this or talking about it. But you notice how a lot of the American companies are laying people off.
Yeah.
Who's hiring and who's expanding globally and who's growing and who has billions and billions of dollars on the balance sheet that they got before rates start going up. Of course, the rates here probably wouldn't have affected them. But the point is, NIO is doing things while others are not. And it's almost like, again, it's kind of a nod to the guy running the company. I'm just kind of like, this dude is years ahead on seeing things and doing things, I think.
Sure. Moving ahead of the game. It's never a bad thing.
Can't wait for that to come around.
Jeff says LinkedIn is on fire with the listings. I'm not on LinkedIn. Never really been on it. I've heard it's like good business-wise, but, it seems kind of outdated to me. No. Let me know. Let me know. Maybe it's good. Maybe I'm a
kind of
big dummy. I don't know. Let me know if you like it. Really, but if he says it's on fire with the listings, do they like give out early access to stuff, or like what do you mean?
He's talking about actual positions as they expand into the other countries. Okay. So that's a lot of what happens is you'll see it on Twitter. People post what they're hiring for whomever this position, whatever in this area.
Yeah, to see.
And that's that expansion there that NIO's doing again, while a lot of other companies globally are especially in the US, are not hiring. Ted,
they do the crime. You do the time. Sounds like an upcoming campaign. So campaign for what? What are we running for?
Should I run for something? How hilarious would that be?
What?
Could you imagine me as a politician?
You're probably not allowed to. They probably just won't let you.
I think technically I could. I wasn't actually found
Is this guy unfit to run? He might be.
The government would definitely argue
They'd be
that.
like, he invests in China and he was in prison? No.
I had somebody say that in the comments. That was one of the. I laughed when I saw that comment.
This guy's a traitor.
Somebody said, you got out of prison and became a communist supporter or something. And I was like, wait, what?
Wait a minute.
What? Oh,
dude,
this is the country I came
I
back
could
to.
just
I
see
said,
it.
what happened, man? It's crazy. Who, me running for office?
Yeah. I would support, dude. You would have one vote, and it would literally
Let's
be me.
go.
And maybe like the 20 people in here right now.
I don't know, because some of them are overseas.
Ted. You'd get Ted's vote. That's for sure.
I don't know. I feel like Ted would make me lobby for it. I'd have to work for it.
Ted would probably vote against you just for like the joke, the meme, like take a picture of it and send it to you.
He might.
It's a Ted move.
I would laugh.
Jay Rippin, what's up, man? Prison sucks. Jail sucks.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Agreed. Sure.
Smoking white collar is a slap on the wrist.
I mean, it depends. You know, I was with actually one of the guys I was locked up with, really cool guy, multimillionaire.
Rich people get arrested?
Yeah, unless you got like 9,
No.
like really 10 figures, you're good. Like you're golden.
Okay.
10 figures and or connections,
Cool,
and you're
cool,
good. But multimillionaire status, you can actually
We're gonna
get
need some
locked up.
donations for you to get there.
This dude, yeah, we got a little ways to go. This dude was really mad about it though, because he wanted to fight. And a friend of his was a federal judge and took him to dinner and said, hey, don't fight. He said, if you fight it, he said, you can't win. And they will make sure to give you so much time that you will die in prison. And this guy was so mad because he's like, I was innocent and he wanted to fight. And here's what's crazy is I used to actually care. I used to think that it mattered,
Right.
whether I was innocent or not. And now I'm just like, my family already paid that price. You know, I already went through whatever. It's more about what my family had to go through than me. That's the way I look at it. And that's why I kind of carry that chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Because I want to stay motivated. But holy prison talk tonight. Whew, we're going deep.
The chat's getting us off.
we're getting serious up in here.
Jeff says China EV companies are flush full of cash and strong balance sheets, a perfect storm for increases in the future with stock price and earnings.
And part of that, I think, is the cultural difference and the approach to business, because they're more likely to do buybacks and things like that. They're more likely to, you know, they see the value of having cash, whereas we in the U.S. are more further along in the debt enslavement system, is what I call it. Basically, the central bank has been operating here for a long period of time. It's, you know, we didn't quite hit that 2% inflation goal from last year.
We were close.
It's only half a mandate. Not a big deal, guys.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't be emotional.
They're gonna bring it right back.
Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry.
Those chips will be cheaper than you can.
Ted said
imagine.
plenty of lawbreakers in Congress. Why not run?
I mean,
Run where?
that's where I said you got to have the connections. That
nowhere
helps.
to go.
I don't have those connections.
Rippin 0.2 votes.
Okay, let's go. We're racking them up. I'm thinking about running now. No, I'm kidding.
Jeff, honestly, people are not happy about this.
Not happy about what the prison stuff? Is it the prison talk?
People aren't happy about a lot of things, Jeff.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
I know. Yeah. We may be delayed though. We may
Jonathan.
be lagging. What's up, Jonathan?
How we doing, man? I'm glad I have that long-term vision. It always helps because I literally look at the amount of money I invest as instantly quadrupling NIO all day.
You know, it's funny.
It's not a bad view.
And I do have that long-term view, but I'm always just kind of like, wow, in 3 years, how cheap is this price going to be? You know, when NIO is at whatever point, you know, I just think that's going to be, it's going to be fun. I think, I believe.
2 years ago, me that was buying NIO at, $40, $50, never would have thought, this is where I'm going to be buying it next.
Look at what a trashy market will do for you.
Sitting here believing it's going to go back up there.
It's a question when.
Better.
Looking for 22.68. Is it tomorrow?
Was that what the call was?
I think so. I think we're gonna find out.
Oh,
yeah, you did the different one. Oh, that was you just got fancy.
I know. Sorry, we're going back. Okay. Jay Ribbon, you think we're going to see 22s in the next few days? So
we had a call for it earlier.
I think it was 22.68 Friday, high volume, maybe good day. I believe that's what the chat was calling
That was
for.
the call for. I
Good
hope
day,
so. I
green
hope
day,
so.
ripping.
I
We're
do
due.
think
We are due.
NIO has
We're
definitely been
due for a
consolidating.
little run,
And
above 22.
even with the market being weak, NIO has held up over 20 really well.
Yeah,
And like you said, it's been boring. That's great.
it has been boring.
With a weak market, all right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
That means we're not getting, knocked down.
Trying to check
taken
the
down with some of the
after
other
hours. After hours going on here. What are we running at? So 21:20.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun to see when we do start moving, if we just keep going or how that looks. If I think if the market pumps, then obviously NIO can go faster, right away. But I'm curious with the kind of weakness continuing, what NIO does and when we start moving up.
For sure.
Smoking says, get up, stand up
for your rights. I was trying to think of what song that was, and I don't know why I can't think of it.
Yeah, I stood up. I went to trial, and they crushed me for it. That was actually, in some of their minds, I think that was the biggest thing that I did wrong. I thought that I had the right to go to trial. I really believe that. And
it's crazy.
Boy,
you had something else coming in, huh? Yeah, my goodness. Terje.
What's up, T?
We missed Ted's sermon. Sorry. NJ, we've been working on a 2075 minus 221.25. What did I just say? We were at 21.60.
I know, T. You've been in for a while. Yeah, that's awesome.
Greetings from Norway. Different day since I bought my first shares at 50 something. Bought more and plan to hold on to them for long.
Are you DCAing? I'm sure you are, probably.
Yeah. Hopefully. So some good prices to get in at.
Jay Rippin, Colin Marley. Ted with a double thumbs up.
Again. Let's go. Smoking and Ted getting along in the chat.
Yeah. I feel like NIO community usually gets along.
Yeah,
pretty chill group. Was I too hard on Alfonso? I don't want to be too hard on him. I just want him to respond to my tweet.
He's never going to.
Let's clear the air on that.
It's too late.
It's 18,000 is not doable.
No.
I hope NIO shocks us. Let's go. Yeah, he likes the hat.
Thanks, Jeff, man. A little Vineyard Vines action.
He's been worried about
I'm always wearing this. It's always crooked, guys. I got a haircut too. I'm looking nice and trimmed out. You can't even tell. Come on, chat. Eye me up. Looking good.
Oh, man. This is where we need some females in the chat.
None. See, now I know I'm crooked. That just feels wrong.
Crash is not over iPad. I agree. We are the slow motion, the controlled stock market crash. Yeah. I agree. We're not done. Although I do think we get a political pump. I think we get that sometime between now and the end of the year. I don't know for how long. I don't know what it looks like, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it could get ugly for a lot of the market. I don't know. I still think, knock on wood, that in May we saw the low for NIO. I hope that is the case.
I think I'll just go to sleep and wake up in like November, December. Wake up. Little pre-hibernation for me.
Oh, man.
Wake up when things are good. Jeff says haircuts are way overrated. They are. And way too expensive, man. It's ridiculous.
That inflation.
Smoking said, I think we had the same barber. I don't know, man. Maybe.
Ted says, how are gas prices around the country? Just went under $4 in Florida. Whew. And to think that that's cheap. How crazy is that?
How are we higher than Florida? Wow.
I could answer it. I'm just not going to.
Yeah.
I mean, 659. What are we? About 470? I think about 470.
Depends on your day. Wake up 449, wake up 469, wake up.
Wait, did B. Randon do the hookup of the 16 cents or whatever?
Dude, I hope not.
Doesn't matter.
I hope not.
How about they just do a better job with everything else? And then, sorry, I'll get.
Yeah, it's crazy how all of this money that was printed and whatnot, like not a single dollar of it came to me. Where's my money? I have to sit here and pay the price of everyone else getting free money. Where's my money? Where's my money?
Oh, we're getting price prints. We got iPad 429 in Illinois. They're cheaper than us.
Jeff said 659. Dude, buy a bike. Buy a bike.
unless he's got an EV. Do you have an EV, Jeff?
Yeah.
Is he waiting on NIO? He might be waiting on NIO to get there.
429 Illinois, 609 yesterday.
Nice.
Tally.
Yeah.
John, your probability of buying a NIO if it hits $250 before 2030. Probability of buying a NIO if it hits.
I might get one anyway.
I think, yeah, I was going to say my
think
probability right now is kind of high.
What's funny is when I was thinking about the possibility of going EV, I thought, the problem is now that I know about NIO with battery swap,
yeah,
I don't like the idea of buying a car where I can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Right now is kind of a weird
that
time to buy it,
Yeah.
Sorry, 529. Oh shoot, yeah. So
Okay,
that's
529.
okay,
So we are cheaper than there.
Central Coast. Jeff's got an EV. Let's go. BMW i3. Okay, cool. There you go.
How do you think that compares to ET7, ET5 from what you've seen?
That's SUV, no, right? That's like one of the.
Oh, is it?
It's the midsize, not SUV. I wouldn't say SUV. It doesn't have like the extra row, I don't think, but I think it's
Which one is that
more
comparable to, Jeff?
Coach, I think it'd be like the ES7, like size wise. I think. I don't think it's a car, but I don't know. Sold all the cars. Only one now.
He said it's junk. He called it junk.
Junk. That's fair.
Wow.
Only problem with BMW here is maintenance, unless you have a very high like mechanical tech background or just background in mechanics. Generally, BMW dealerships are not abundant. It's going to be expensive just to get like a regular lookup because our regular dealerships don't actually do like BMW lookups. I was actually just talking to one of my friends about it. So it's really expensive just to take your BMW in for like a checkup, like engine lights. So if you don't have a good tech background or stuff, it can end up being costly if you get unlucky, have problems with it.
That's
a little food for thought.
Well, this is good. I like this because we got Jonathan and Jeff are both talking about BMW and basically
small box car.
Hyping NIO rather just calling it like they see it.
I will never go back to BMW. Crazy expensive. Yeah.
BMW means bring my wallet from Jeff.
I'm in the car business, worked for BMW for years, bring my wallet. Yeah, like I said, there's just not a lot of dealerships near here. BMW and Audi really are the two ones that are kind of hard to get. And also I guess what I've heard is that their design is different from a lot of general companies. So it makes it a little bit more annoying to work with for companies. A guy in one of my crypto group chats does a lot of work on BMWs, but he's a car tech guy, and that's just what he was saying. So we'll leave him.
Jeff with another one.
I'm dead. We saw you, Jeff.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I think, but that's really, NIO is they're a legit brand, but the service they provide is one of the things that I remember talking with Nick over in China, and he told me that he tried the NIO Summons Power basically when he wanted them to come to see how it would go if they would come and take care of his vehicle for him. I think he had to swap the battery or charge it for him, and he just hit I think one button push on the app, and they called him and they came out and they got the vehicle and they parked it back where it was and they left him presents in the car and everything. And what company does that? I mean, the thing is, if you're going to pay premium, prices, that's what you pay for. And that's the way I look at it anyway. Is that kind of service
is actually ridiculous, especially for a car company.
Dude,
it is. It's extra.
And that's the NIO user-centric, focus. But that's exactly why the people love the company and the brand.
For sure.
So, used to be great cars. They've changed a lot, BMW.
Jonathan, a little off topic, my opinion on the Ford Lighting. My truck is eating gas, but I can never go back to not.
I want to see what Jeff says. Yeah, I want to see what Jeff says. I have no opinion on the Ford Lightning. I don't know enough to speak on it. One of the guys from Discord was talking about it, but I don't know if he had actually gotten it. It's a truck.
I worked for Tesla. The service center was like monkeys escaping from the zoo, out of control, too much demand, and no people to fix the cars.
Dang. Well, that's unfortunately, that's kind of the thing. Like, I think, for Tesla, they have the advantage of being that early mover, but they also didn't have to really compete to keep a lot of the market.
No.
And so now they're going to have to, when China comes in. And I think that's we'll get a glimpse of that in China by how much of the other companies kind of take some of their segment.
Say working at a car wash and everything, I would say the most abundant EV cars I see is obviously number one is Tesla, and it's not even close as far as fully electric. BMW has quite a few, and then it's probably those Mach E's, the new, which are supposed to be. I see quite a few of those, but I think people like those just because maybe they like Mustang or something along that line. But those are definitely BMW. I would say is up there with the EVs I see. A couple Audis here and there, but it's definitely 90% of the time Tesla, which is a little indicator. I mean, I just see, I guess, more cars than usual on a daily basis.
Steven says
battery technology is improving exponentially with 2 times power density and 15-minute charge times announced to be in mass production at the end of 2020.
Yeah, I love that NIO has multiple options. They've kind of got it all built in. I think it's a beautiful long-term play because they're not locked into any one thing.
Yeah,
they can incorporate and do a lot and bring it all in-house. Well, not all of it, a lot of it in-house.
Sure.
I think it's big time. The 2024 moves and that.
And also one of the big problems I want to say, just to bring up this, was charging times obviously is not always ideal for as far as like Teslas and stuff. I mean, I've never owned one, but I've heard and seen a lot of stories from people that do own one as far as like taking like long road trips. I get like short distance, everything, you're probably fine. I get all that, but like long distance ones, especially right now, booking flights is ridiculous. If you wanted to take a Tesla, say halfway across the country, somewhere to the coast right now, I feel like you'd spend almost as much time charging it as you would on the road, which is a big problem as far as like long distance traveling. I'm not saying maybe just a state over or two. I get that that's different.
Yeah.
But as far as like that really long, because flights right now are ridiculous, man.
That's also the US though. The US
airfare
is
travel,
expansive like that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's less of an issue in Europe. I don't know.
Don't live there. Wish.
I see you, Jeff. Oh, T. It's late. You got to go to bed.
3:15.
Appreciate you, T.
Let's go. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
I have 3 close neighbors having ES8s.
That's outstanding.
Let's go. That'd be sweet.
They're slowly taking over Norway. Let's go.
Jeff, the high-level luxury service experience is priceless.
Agreed. I think people will absolutely pay for it.
Yeah. Will we need battery swapping?
Ooh, in the U.S., this is a good question. I think in some of the urban, like the big cities, I think it'll make a lot of sense in some of those cities.
Yeah.
I don't know, like here in Nebraska, I don't know if that's going to be something that we would necessarily need. But I think it's also going to be interesting how NIO handles the approach to like the U.S. market.
How and where geographically like they implement them, because I want to know like what's their plan for using them. Like what do they think we're going to use them for? Like as far as distance and where we live and everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's
probably a lot different than China though.
That 1500 kilowatt hour batteries coming out, solid state hybrid coming out later this year. Still, that's the thing. We still got so much more coming.
More batteries,
and so that's going to be more distance, and so I don't know. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah. Jonathan, I will say I was on the verge of buying a Tesla, but NIO really made me second think about the attachment to a single battery. It adds a fear factor that I feel NIO relieves.
Yeah, I think and kind of to my point earlier, the more I thought about it, I'm like, man, why would I spend all that money on a Tesla and then 5 years later the battery's so obsolete?
I guarantee you that if NIO or any other company for that fact switches to battery swapping and it proves effective, I guarantee you that Tesla would implement their own technology for battery swapping. I just don't think that they're going to be the first to do it.
If they do it, China would be the place to see them do it. And that's also where they're doing crazy numbers of sales. That would be that's something to watch, actually. Write that down, everybody, mental note. Not financial advice ever, but I'm thinking about that now.
Yeah. I
like it.
Yeah.
That's a Seth special, like the chips. Chips as the precursor to inflation.
iPad, BMW breaks every 2 to 3 months. Home NIO doesn't break that much. Yep. BMWs.
Yeah.
You got to be like a ride or die BMW person, I feel.
Well, and I've seen the NIO
maybe.
service. It's like one touch service, and they come out.
And you can do everything through the app so efficiently, which is another smart play. Like, instead of having to pick up your phone and dial like a tow service or someone to come help you, you have the NIO app. Like, it's not like you have to go and call AAA or someone like that to like come out and tell you or change your battery, whatever. You just have it right on the app, which is super convenient, I guess. And Americans, we love convenience.
Yeah, do we? How about, I don't know if I told you this story.
Right on your smartphone app?
Hey, listen to this. One of my contacts said he was at work in a meeting, got a message from NIO saying the air pressure in one of his tires was low. They wanted to know if he wanted them to come out and take care of it for him. He's at work. They go out and take care of it.
I'm in a meeting right now.
Like, so they didn't even, because they can actually access the vehicle without having access to everything.
Right. I was going to say, how do they?
Yeah, they've got that set up too. Crazy.
Should've known. Toje,
T, you're still awake.
Oslo, Oscar area, a lot of NIO and Teslas.
Ooh, good
EVs,
to know.
let's go.
Yeah,
Ramp them
Norway.
up. Jeff, a bricked battery in a Tesla is a real problem for the service centers. Supply is very limited for replacement.
Ouch.
Supply is always limited these days, no? Feels like it.
Man. Yeah.
Feels like it. Ted says, at Steven, I'm sure they're chatting about it right here. I'm with Aaron. I only want an EV that has battery swapping. Can I get one NIO ET7, please? LOL. Says Xiaopeng is NIO's direct competitor. Chinese EV manufacturers like Tesla, they view cars to be computer robots that happen to have wheels.
Yeah, the good news is I don't consider XPeng a competitor for NIO because NIO is in that premium segment.
Yeah. Maybe
with the ET5, maybe with the sub brand, because the prices are going to be a lot lower. Not a lot lower, but lower relative to what the ET7, S8 are selling for and that kind of thing. But NIO is really, I'm really happy with their positioning in that premium space.
Yeah. DC, let's go DC. What's up, man?
Welcome.
Just chilling, hanging out. Hermes in New York.
Okay.
Yes.
New York.
Let's go. Jeff in Silicon Valley here. Due to the cultural mix we have here, it will be very well received.
Nice. Yeah, I believe it.
Love to hear the input.
Yeah. Can't wait.
DC battery swapping will be like going to a gas station. It will be beneficial and a game changer.
Yeah.
Yes. In a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, here's the other think in China, because we're thinking in terms of the US. China, Sinopec, massive company, state-owned, like 30,000 gas stations. They're going to all electric.
Yeah.
And they have a partnership with NIO.
Getting powered by, I was about to say, getting powered by who?
Boom.
NIO.
Let's go.
Yep.
So again, some people are like, oh, you like this Chinese company? I'm like, yeah, because they're going to dominate in China and maybe other parts of the globe too.
Xiaopeng, NIO, Tesla are years ahead of self-driving AI, etc. software. I would say that Tesla's self-driving is definitely good. I've actually been in a Tesla while it was self-driving, and I've never been in a NIO while it was self-driving. I would say yes. I wouldn't say that I fully trust it, nor would I say I fully trust maybe any vehicle, just because I love my life, and computers are computers, no matter any way you put it.
Wait, question. While the vehicle was driving, did it swerve at any objects or people?
In a Tesla?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, it was okay. It wasn't a long time. It was like a trial. Like I kind of, chicken. I was like, okay, all right, that's enough self-driving for now.
Okay.
Didn't really give it like a big chance, but like it was fine. But it wasn't anything compared to what I've seen as far as technology, and other tech companies that have to deal with like 3-dimensional AI, self-parking,
like Mobileye.
Yeah, and stuff like that. It wasn't anything like that I've seen that NIO is like partnered with. That technology was not comparable but also it was in a first generation Tesla. So, can't say I can personally experience like the newest model Tesla doing it. But as far as my experience in a Tesla compared to what I've seen as far as Mobileye and like 3D technology and scanning and stuff like that, it wasn't the same.
Okay. All right.
But I won't say it was a bad experience by any means.
You didn't almost die. That's a win.
No.
That's a win.
I got out of there with all limbs, all fingers. We were good. Smoking said in California, we need them almost like the missions. Be a problem out here. DC, another thing that I am looking for is battery technology. Battery technology is,
Again,
it's
NIO,
a big need right now. And there's a lot of new, like all the new EV companies seems like they're dabbling in like new technology, trying to figure out their own thing that works for them. So we'll see who really emerges. But the thing is, you can just need time to be able to see what really works, I think.
Well, the fact that NIO has the upgradable component and you can swap it out, they kind of have positioned themselves with.
They have what the companies already have now, but then they have the +1 in the event that, that's not enough, which we've seen scenarios where it isn't enough.
Yeah.
So it's like they have what we have now, except for they also have better if you want.
Well, again, if you go to the smartphone, idea of, well, in 3 months, your phone's outdated.
Yeah.
So, if the concept is the same and you don't want that outdated battery, you don't have to have that. You can have the option. It's just, I think it's really forward thinking.
Yeah.
On the business model side.
Model X will not support battery as a service due to design of front drive motor. Battery sits above the motor.
Okay.
That's good to know. Let's go, Jeff. BMW, break my wallet, LOL. TC is reading the chat. Hermes NIO will team up with Shell and put them in gas stations. That would be actually.
They're actually partnered, yeah.
Are they really with Shell?
They're
Shell
already
stations
partnered.
here?
Shell's global.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
There you go. Battery service is the way to go. Expanding my solar off-grid system to enable free EV, no maintenance operation.
Nice. That's another play that NIO has with State Grid. Watch out for that name because that's another state-owned company in China. But they're working on, I believe, fully doing so that they can have the photovoltaic on top, the solar panels on top, also with the power swap and the batteries, so they can power the grid and have the solar play. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Love it.
iPad said, "You got this." Appreciate it, man. Steven, only thing differentiating ICE vehicles is the hubcap logo.
All our tiny, cheapo plastic cars.
Jeff, did you see that tweet that said Tesla X self-driving head would go to NIO?
I saw people joking about that. Carpathy left Tesla.
Really?
Yeah. And people are like, oh, yeah. So when is it? Somebody said.
So much drama going on with Tesla.
NIO,
that's another thing, dude. They have so much attention dragged to them all the time.
I think they said, when are you starting at NIO or something like that? I was laughing.
Next week.
But NIO they got the guy who co-founded Memento, which was well played.
There you go. John said, do you have a goal of when you plan to sell some NIO or recoup some of your investment? 3 digits.
I'd like to wait for 500 or more.
There you go. 500. I'm saying 3 digits. I'll take out some. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Maybe wait for like another dip and then maybe just buy.
I don't know. I feel like once we get there, you're gonna go. All right. I don't know. I want to.
Oh, like, all right. I don't know. I'm so. Who knows? We'll see when we get there, huh? We just sold gas to Sinopec. It was in the news, authorized by Biden admin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, let's just get rid of the sum that we have, huh? DC said, "I'll never trust any self-driving vehicle."
What is it with us sending all of our stuff everywhere else?
That's what I'm saying, DC. It's hard to trust them, dude. Like, no matter who it is, what it is driving you, man. I'll never trust any AI, any computer, any robot over these 2 own hands here.
That's actually what kind of got me thinking about that was with Amnon Shashwell, the guy who runs Mobileye. His whole view was, and his approach was so focused on the safety that I was kind of like, this guy's for real about this. He's not. And that's actually why they broke things off with Tesla when they were doing stuff with Tesla.
Because of the safety featers and the stuff
letting
slide.
He felt like Tesla was
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Oh, shady side with that. He didn't like that.
Did you see the manipulation today?
Ooh.
What did happen?
Did you see GameStop? Wow. Holy. And you know what's really funny is GameStop was going, it was over 150. It was about that 152 level. It was up like 9-10%, something like that on the day. And all of a sudden that thing just dropped like $9. I'm talking, it just fish hook in the water.
Almost like someone wanted just to wait a little bit.
Some nastiness. And you know what's funny is I was looking at Twitter and the GameStop holders were just laughing. They're like, this is nothing. Y'all can't get us to sell.
Yeah.
Oh man,
them and AMC,
they're for real,
crazy.
man. Yeah.
Jake said Thursday night.
Friday.
Man. Don't worry, man. We'll be here.
We're running it back Friday.
I'm switching up work shifts. I'm getting some stuff figured out. We'll be here.
Seth knew the people needed him, is what happened with tonight.
Gotta have it. There's no holiday for July in China, so good numbers for July. That's what we were thinking, but
yeah. Hopefully, knock on wood. I would love to see 15,000.
I have 10 $19 puts for tomorrow.
Ooh, okay, Jake. So we've got both sides of it. He's not shorting. He's just looking to pick up cheap.
Picking up some cheap,
and he's getting paid to do it if he doesn't get them. So
right, there you go.
Can't be mad about that, really.
3 digits attainable. I hope so. I think
the
so.
question is,
I believe
when.
so.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Jonathan agreed at $100. I want to pay off all 10. The rest will go to retirement. I think maybe I take out some, but I think that I'm gonna let this thing run.
I think at 100, I'm gonna ask you again.
I think if I make it to 100, I'm gonna throw a whole party. Well, you guys can all come.
Look, consider this. I know we've been stuck and everything's been rough, or whatever, but don't forget that before NIO was doing the sedans, before they had NIO Park coming online, before they had global expansion going on.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
We're already at ran to almost $67.
We had $66, and that's when we had literally nothing going for us.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, low key, just file it away.
I mean, all we just have to plan on is history repeating itself a little bit, and it tends to do that, guys. I swear it does a little bit every once in a while.
It does.
It's almost like how people watch stocks.
Well, it's the markets are cyclical, real estate, stock market, whatever. Yeah. Where are we at?
Sweet at 100, goal is 120.
Okay, Jeff's got his goal.
Do we go
like here?
Yeah. 128, so the fund should go a long way, I hope. So 100 goal is 120. Elon's reproductive functions are on self-driving.
I'm leaving that one alone. I am not touching that one.
I had to like that. That's funny.
Let's go. Oh man,
dude, some triplets and twins, and God, who knows what else is running around the world. What is more scary, self-driving vehicles or I am from the government? I am here to help. Something to ponder.
Oh man,
Ted and Jeff.
That's a tough one.
Ted and Jeff are out here firing away.
Yeah, there's no stopping them.
Whatever's at the top of the dome, huh? Just goes in the chat. Get to 100. We meet up in Vegas.
Yeah, people have been talking about 100 meet up. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to be in Vegas, guys. I'm thinking more like overseas type. Like we got overseas in here. Vegas. What's Vegas when you got like Greece? What's Vegas when you got Greece?
We've got people in Greece.
We've got a Greece meetup.
Yeah, we got people all over, man. It's great
community. Tesla AI is being investigated now. I feel like it's always being investigated, dude.
Yeah, they've been Elon doesn't do him any favors either.
No.
The way he
tweeted a snapshot of NIO at 6204. Let's go. Supposed to have beer and hooker money.
Oh,
maybe
keep it a
maybe
we're keeping it
a couple dollars. Shady action today. You watching Apple? We were actually talking about Apple.
Yeah, Apple. Ooh, big move. And it was funny. Earlier I said sort of my unconventional thinking. If Buffett owns enough Apple, is that not a nice kind of safe play for the market volatility and the craziness? Because it's not like that dude's trying to sell, right? I mean, he is the example of long-term holding. Is that what I think it was or not?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go time.
No, you're good. Where are we at?
DC
Go
says,
fish.
hell yeah, we're going to
a
Vegas. Aaron is throwing a party.
Penthouse, Vegas?
Oh, man.
More like NIO House, Berlin. What?
Ooh, Marcel hosting?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go fish. Go fish. Vegas is overrated.
Vegas is overrated.
That's what they tend to say, but like, you got to go there at least once.
I almost went there as a bartender.
I'll go there once. Greece sounds like a plan. Greece sounds awesome.
Yeah, Greece would be cool.
I want a euro straight from Greece. That's Greek food, right? Euros? Like the meat, the euro meat?
I think so.
You know what that is, right?
I hope so. Because if not,
yes, because I go to the Parthenon here
again.
and they're going to be like, I'm Americans.
They're gone. That's a different name now. We'll have to talk about that later. That's a local thing. Don't worry about it, y'all.
Don't worry about it. What's the Apple options printing money right now? NIO Sam Fram was a nice snapshot. Yeah, 6204 is actually a golden one. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
What happens in Vegas better be on the next Seth and Aaron podcast. You guys know that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Come on. Can't talk about that on the stream.
Did Spidey just show up? What's
Peter
up?
Parker,
Peter?
what up? Let's go.
What's happening?
Live stream from a NIO house. Now that is something I could get on.
We don't have the little
That's
NIO
something I could
drinks.
get
They
on.
have the custom drink for each NIO house, you know?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
That would
That's
be
good.
sweet. Hardest thing will be to watch NIO to get back up to 67, be at 40K. Not touching. To have, but still a problem. It's a great problem, man.
Yeah. And that's where I'm thinking, like with Seth, when we get to that point, I'm going to be like,
What are we going to
hey,
do?
you going to sell? You going to sell? What are you going to do, man?
Yeah. You selling today? You selling today?
Yeah.
No.
How much
You?
NIO have you sold today?
Yeah. Deliveries July is going to be 19K. Frank,
Oh,
you were in
Frank.
here at the beginning. You
Yeah,
know you're messing with us. Get out of
He
here,
was
Frank.
definitely messing with us.
DC, all right, getting past my bedtime.
Yeah.
See y'all on the flip.
I understand. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, DC. Great
Yeah.
content. Let's go.
That's all good. I know that we normally don't do the evening. This is our second one, right? We did it.
We did an
impromptu
evening one.
another time.
It was on a Tuesday, though, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I can't keep the quarter straight, much less the days.
I know.
But no, it was just something to mix it up,
Yeah.
and to get Seth kind of back in the groove of things because he was in family mode,
Been
doing other
MIA.
things, which was priority. Glad he was doing that.
It's a
stuff,
great way
but-
to get back into the markets.
But it's good to have him back.
Yeah. Jeff says, "Sweet and Heo dreams.
Yes.
Be good, guys. See
Yeah,
you
we're gonna
tomorrow."
run it back
Yes,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, guys.
I think we might need to wrap this thing up.
Yeah. It was
Um,
long.
Was it? What time? How long?
Hour 46.
Time
we're
flies when
going.
you're having fun, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
It's great to be back with y'all, though.
yeah.
Of course, missed everyone.
Yeah, good stuff. And don't forget, people, to
Ted's back.
like and
Jeff's back.
subscribe.
Boom.
And
Corner right there.
come back
Check us
tomorrow,
out. Takes a
tomorrow
second.
or today, depending on where you are in the world.
Put on the alerts.
2 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll be the last hour of the training
Sitting in
day.
these chairs, in these same spots, talking about probably
Some of the same stuff.
some of the same stuff.
Hopefully less prison talk. I mean, unless people want that. If they want that, we can do it.
It's whatever the people want. It's all up to you guys.
That's right.
That's the fun of it.
Potential voters. Whoa, that was fancy.
What
I don't know what happened, but
Just happened.
we're going with it. What else do we
All
have?
right, guys. Peter Parker. Jake, what time? 2 p.m., man. 2 p.m.
Yep,
CT.
last trade
3
hour of
p.m.
the day.
Eastern. What is that? 12 p.m. Western?
I don't know.
They're 2 hours in California. 2 hours California.
It's the
Jeff
last
hit us with it.
hour
It's
of the trade
2 p.m.
day.
Last hour before wherever your stock market closes. We'll be here.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Yes. What
Hanging
else? Do we think NIO
I'll
can
be
hit-
there. Seth, send the link to your channel
Can we do
in
that?
the chat. Maybe
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
after.
drop it down
I might
below.
have to.
You can type it in.
Okay.
Type it in there, and I'll finish the chat up.
I don't know if I can send a
Jake,
whole
we got
link.
that on the time.
But
Yes, last hour of the day, trade day. We will be here. Seeing if NIO came in and if those puts printed for you, or if we went to that 2268 level. Peter Parker, random question says,
oh,
do you think NIO can hit 500 in 10 years? I think it better hit 500 in 10 years. That's what I think. Let's go.
I think so.
I'm serious though. That's why I'm in it is because I expect something like that.
I put the at right there, but I don't know if it has some weird YouTube thing below it. I don't know what that means.
Hopefully it'll take you there.
Yeah, if you literally look that up on YouTube, I should come up. I mean, I can go real quick. Sorry guys, we're not looking at the screen right now.
I'm so confused right now. Just watching him with his tech skills.
just hang out.
He's getting you a link here.
Yeah.
Is what he's doing. So we can get the subs up for Seth.
That work?
That should
Let me
be
know
it.
if that works.
And then same time. We'll be here tomorrow.
I'm pressing all sorts of stuff.
And I can't get to the chat. There's too much wild stuff going on right now.
We're in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the link, guys.
I think we
Let me
got
know if that works. But
5 years smoking says 5 years. I'm down with that. And then
I'll be here, hopefully.
$500 price.
I'll be around. Kicking
Will
it.
you have sold all of your NIO by then? That's what I want to know.
hope
We'll
not.
run it back. We'll check next time.
Yeah.
Hey folks, thanks.
Thank you,
We'll
Asian,
see y'all
for checking it out.
really soon
Links.
tomorrow.
Thank you all.
Link over there, whatever quarter it is, I don't know.